It is Monday. We don't have snow. Well, we have snow, but it's not in the way. So we have back-to-back days with no snow, no ice, drivable roads, all the fun, safe things. I want to start with a very, very simple thing. It was mentioned to me. Well, how can I put it? There have been concerns about me. Hello, son. And this guy right here that I just dropped. I am a nicotine addict. Not even trying to fake about it. So, yeah, I'm all over the vape pen quite often. And I know some folks have concerns about our fellow human beings, and I appreciate that. But, yeah, I'm addicted. It's a habit. And do you know how much of an addict I am to the nicotine? I have myself situated to where when I drop one vape pen between the seats, like I tend to, I have another one at the ready. And I'm not saying this like it's cool or anything. It just is what it is. We all have our vices, I think. I'm addicted to nicotine and I consume entirely too much caffeine for the human body. That's how life goes. But it's Monday. If there's anyone out there in the South, I've seen what's going on in Charlotte. I've seen what's going on down there. So for those of us who have this in our hearts, I think we do need to send a shout out, send a prayer, send some, whatever you do, just look. When stuff like this happens, when you have storms, acts of God, however you want to categorize it, sometimes all you can do is the thoughts and prayers. We've had conversations. Most of us know how powerful thoughts and prayers can be. We don't take them lightly. We're not cynical about it. At least we try not to be. So for those who had the really, really, really bad difficulties, thoughts and prayers, and let's hope that we don't have any more bad stuff. Can we just say bad stuff? Yeah. Hey, good morning. Does anyone watch the wrestling? I'm a fan. And it's kind of, I don't know, I'm a fan. I've been a fan of pro wrestling since Hulk Hogan beat the Iron Sheik. Yeah, I'm that old. I say that to say I watched the Royal Rumble this weekend. I have been a fan of the women's wrestling since the collective that we know as the Force Horsewomen were down in NXT. We're talking Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch. And it seems like just yesterday, because those of us who watch the wrestling, yes, the heyday. Those of us who watch the wrestling can remember Trish Stratus and Lita, Jazz, Molly Holly, when there was good women's wrestling and it wasn't all about the perversions. I watched the Royal Rumble. The women's Royal Rumbles have been the better Royal Rumbles over the last couple of years. It wasn't good. They look so old. They really look old. And that's not a critique. That basically is saying that the younger generation isn't cutting it. I watched the Royal Rumble last year, and Bayley tried to put over so many of the younger girls, it didn't work. She's trying to work Lyra Valkyria. Hey, good morning. And the younger women just aren't there. This is the first time in a long time when the men's Royal Rumble, I actually stayed long enough to watch. And this is also the first time I actually cheered for Roman Reigns. I'm not a Roman Reigns fan, but the character work that they've done with him over the last 5-6 years is epic. Of course, he couldn't be champion for what would have been 7 years now. But yeah, I thought that the men's Royal Rumble for the first time in a long time was heads and shoulders above the women's Royal Rumble. And I pine for the days when these four ladies were young, when Sasha Banks was still Sasha Banks and not Mercedes Moné. I sound like a real fanboy right now, and I'm okay with that. Because it's Monday morning. If you didn't know, my corporate out in Europe, they severed connections to 3 of my engineers from the domain. That's what I'm walking into when I get to the office in about 5 minutes. So, yeah. So I want to talk about the wrestling. The Groundhog said what? No. We've already, okay, the Groundhog might be right. 6 more weeks of winter, we already had it. We just got through those 6 weeks of winter, so he might be right. So that means we're going to have an early warm-up because winter showed up early. And force. And don't get me wrong, I love the snow. I love it. But okay, white flag, we're good. It's time for spring training. It's time for spring training. I'm still trying to find a travel ball team for my boys. Because if you don't know, Beckley, West Virginia, new, don't know anybody, and just still getting settled and blah, 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 blah. And I've coached my boys for all these years, and I still want to coach, but I also understand the older you get, the more exclusive it kind of gets. So, good morning. So, yeah, it's time to see about travel ball, if not just regular Little League, whatever. Boys got to get out and play baseball. That's really what it boils down. Got to go play ball. And so if the Groundhog says 6 more weeks of winter, great. Send it down south. They need to remember what this stuff is like. And we need to get started with baseball. And that's it. That's how bad the Women's Royal Rumble was. It didn't take but a second for me to get off of that topic. Because I still say one of the greatest matches. We're talking psychology, the visual physicality of it, all of that. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch for the NXT Championship when Sasha beat Becky. So Becky never beat Sasha in NXT. But that match, those of you who don't watch the wrestling, I encourage you, go to the YouTube. You might know where to find it. Just Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, NXT. That is the greatest wrestling match between 2 women. And I'm talking not just, like I said, not just the storyline, not just the physicality, but the acting. Yes, it's wrestling. There's acting involved. The acting is outstanding. And yes, I'm kind of done being a nerd right now. No, I'm not. But yeah. So that's all I got this morning, really. It's a happy Monday. I guess this is Super Bowl week, so we'll get ready to watch the Patriots embarrass the Seahawks. That's what I'm predicting. But no, yeah, check it out, because anything that Sasha Banks is involved in is good. She makes everyone better. Her rivalry with Charlotte Flair over the years was epic. Her rivalry with Bayley was epic. She is the one who made us understand who Bianca Belair is. Happy Monday. Do I allow kids in the chat? I don't do a lot of cussing and all that stuff. That's not really my thing. So if you're a kid and your parents are good with it, you know, when it comes to kids, parents, I'm not going to tell someone else's child what to do. That you have a parent. So do I allow kids in the chat? There is nothing that I do that is like not child appropriate. I don't think so. And if I'm wrong, please let me know. But always, parents, you know, some parents think the word darn is great. Some parents will turn your neck sideways over the word darn. My dad was one. If you said hot dog over, oh, that was all she wrote. That was all she wrote. No, because he knew what you were trying to say. But as you can see, I am pulling into the old parking lot here. I have chaos ensuing, and I got to get to it. So, happy Monday, everybody. Thank you all for dropping in. Let's get this work done. Time for the creepy finger to go across the screen.